I was reading in the book of Judges today. I don't know how many of you read in Judges, but it is a strange time, an interregnum, as they say, in Israel, when everybody did what was right in their own eyes. And there's a story in there about a Levite who went into a town, and he got what's called a concubine. It's amazing. He stayed with her father, and he was called his son-in-law. So I don't know, and he was called the husband, but she's identified as a concubine. Anyhow, I won't go into all the details, but they went up at a place called Gibeah, and they were late, and they got into the town square, and nobody took them in. They had food and provision, but nobody took them in. Finally, an old man comes along and says, "Look, you can't leave you out in the cold, and I'll give you a place in my house, so by all means come in." So this man and his servant and his concubine went to stay in her house. Guess what? A group of militant homosexuals came banging on his door and said, "We want that man, that we can have sex with him." That's what it says in the Bible. I'm not making this up. And the man said, "That is a shocking thing to do. He is my guest in my home, and you can't do this to this man. But look, I've got a virgin daughter. I'll send her out to you. And he has a concubine who will send him out. You can do with them what you want to." Now, that's pretty sexist, but nevertheless, that's what's in the Bible. So the story is that the man's concubine was set out, and these homosexuals abused her all night long. At the end of the night, she was almost dead, and she came to the doorstep of where they were staying, and she just collapsed there, and she died. Okay. So the next morning, the man finds his concubine dead, and so he takes her home and takes a knife and cuts her into 12 pieces and sends the pieces all over Israel. He says a shocking thing has been done in Benjamin. And so the people find these hunks of flesh, and they say, "This is horrible, shocking." So Israel gets all mobilized together, and they say to Benjamin, "Give us the perpetrators, and this will be a closed issue." But no, the Benjaminites say, "We're going to defend those homosexuals. We're going to stand up against them." Well, when the story is all over, about 25,000 Israelite soldiers had died, and Benjamin had been annihilated. They had killed all the women. They had killed a good portion of the fighting men. They had burned a number of their cities. It was a complete mess. Why? Because they had defended these rapist homosexuals. Is that a message for Houston, for someplace else in America? Well, it's in the Bible.